Hello everybody and welcome to some Assetto Corsa Competizione. My god, that transition sound was horrible. Apologise for that. Apologise for that. I may need to have a look at the settings. But I got a new transition anyway. On the stream, trying to get there with the kind of the pro streamers up in the quality of the content. Although yeah, there's still a few things that I need to figure out, evidently. I also need to try and get some music to go into the background as well. But I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are all buckled in and ready to go with this live stream. And yeah, we're going to be doing a competition race around Laguna Seca. It's obviously the 7 o'clock one that we're doing. So let's get the car fired up and set, ready to go. Let's also get in game here. Bring that in, and I want to be looking at the fuel load because I need to set the fuel up for the race. Just do a fuel calculation on my calculator. Give me a second whilst I bring that up. Boom. Calculator, right. So calculated 94. We shall chuck in. Let's put 100 in just for the sake of being extra safe. But everything else there, in terms of the setting, should be all good. This is what I'm going with for this session. What's the track temperature? Quite warm. Warmer than the practice session that I was doing. Conditions look dry as well and good. So I may need to fiddle with the tyre pressures in a bit. Those are obviously electronic settings there. It's the fuel and strategy that I'm going with. Put that on tyre set 15. Don't want to change the brakes. The settings here. Where did I have this? Down at 6.4, I believe, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. This setup is by no means fully refined. It's just kind of what I jumped in with and using the aggressive as a base. And then working from there. So yeah, this is what is working for me. Save it as that now. Get out of that. Let's also quickly set up. Where was I previously? 1.78. Okay. Wow, the area variation does not change much here in this. Pretty good. Interesting, okay. Save that as McQually. B1Q. Save that one as McQually fuel load. Yes, oh, it's good to see some people here in the live chat. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening to you as well, Sundell. Racing Sim 2's time to not work work from home. But I work from home anyway. This is where I work. Thanks very much, Project Cars 2 and GT Sport. Oh, Thomas, you're so flattering. How can I be your favourite driver? Not that great. Thanks, David. I have already checked this, so yes, I have already looked, and yes, there is this time round. I do need to make a mandatory pit stop, so there is that. For you, those of you who haven't seen my last video, yeah, go watch it after this live stream. Go watch it, and you'll see what David is talking about there. Yeah, we might as well. Actually, no. I'll finish fiddling with this setup, seeing as we've got 30 seconds in the session remaining. There is no point in actually going out on track. Not going to do much for us there. Oh. That work? Might be a little bit understeery towards the beginning of the session, but it'll get better throughout the race, which is nice. Hello, Asturbo. Good to see you back again. Seems a little bit weird. I was commentating or Yeah, doing the commentary for the final Clio Cup round earlier on today. And there's a bit... Why am I seeing... Oh, there was a button for that, wasn't there? Yeah, I was seeing... yeah, I'm completely losing my words here. But I was commentating on the final round of the Clio Cup series earlier on today, and obviously Assetto is in that, so I was very much kind of getting the sense that I've been seeing a lot of Assetto recently, even though I haven't. Right, one of you... Actually, I can do this in here, can't I? Cross. Key bindings. Not. Cross. Key bindings.
Green light. Go, go, go.
One of these buttons allows me to turn off the driver names, because for whatever reason they've all of a sudden randomly switched back on. It's a little bit annoying. I can't see it there in the control bindings. Can somebody, please, be very much appreciated, find me the key binding for toggling driver names? I'll be eternally grateful for that. I don't want driver names on whilst driving around the circuit. A little bit distracting. Dalking! Welcome to the stream. I'm doing very good, mate. How are you? I think this is the first time that I've seen you in here. Welcome along. And of course everybody else. Alright, let's get that on track. Get a lap in. For a second I was a little bit worried that my TrackIR had gone a little bit slow. Control M. I think it's Control M. Might just be M. So the guy a bit behind me, so we'll slow down and wait for him to go past. No, that's save replay. Oh, that's not that. There we go. It's B. B. There, thank you. Well, at least I got the replay saved for the first minute of the qualifying session. It's going to be absolutely useless to look back on, but either way. Let's find a little bit of space here. Let's see what we can do in terms of lap time. This is actually sorry. This is actually split 2. This is only my second ever competition server race, so kind of working my way up to top split, which is probably where I should be. Have the pace 4, but obviously the previous race that I did, my first one, I was down in split 4 because I'd never done one before, so it wouldn't have placed me quite as appropriately as it should have. But this time it's probably a little bit more accurate. We'll probably see a few more guys on pace as well. That'll be quite an interesting one to see where I stack up against everybody else. That's a pretty poor run going through the kink there. Note to self, do not look at chat whilst going up the hill towards the corkscrew. But yeah, hopefully you guys have all had a good Easter weekend. It's been pretty productive. doing a fair amount of stuff for the channel Friday with the new Stinger transition and working on a new intro, and also getting a video sorted and rendered out. And Saturday spent pretty much all day chucking away the lap time here, doing a deep clean of the bedroom, also a deep clean of the cabin here as well. Cleaned all that, basically put everything back in the same place, but it just needed a good gut out and a bit of organisation. And then yesterday was pretty much the entire day cleaning the car, clay barring it, detailing it. Now it's all nice and very, very shiny. And today has been a bit more kind of chilled, relaxed, doing a video. And then of course this. Painting and decorating league. Sounds about right. I think most people have probably spent their Easter weekend doing exactly that. Ooh. Thanks very much for the subscription there, Crisper. That's obviously if you are here in the live stream. I mean, I'm grateful for it either way. But yeah, I do kind of come to the realisation that not everyone is always going to be here live stream when they subscribe to the, or should I say, watching the live stream when they click that subscribe button. A little bit deep there into the final corner. Either way, it's going to be an improvement. Oh, we're not in position. See.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
We can get a little bit higher up the leaderboard. Not obviously by doing that. Jump back to the garage again. Fresh set of tyres. And obviously fresh fuel load. And we'll go again. Thomas, I'm very pleased with the my YouTube channel, and yes, it's very inspiring to see it continue to grow, especially over the last couple of weeks. The number of subscribers that I've been getting each day has kind of doubled, in some days tripled its usual sort of new subscriber intake, which is kind of mind-blowing to see, but also slightly understandable with the current worldwide situation. Obviously, a lot more people at home, a lot easier for them to kind of watch, absorb, and take in the content on the channel, and obviously find channels to subscribe to and kind of get their entertainment in these sort of times. But yeah, it's absolutely wicked to see that kind of growth on the channel, and then getting the motivation in order to continue to produce content, more content, and better quality content as well. It's actually really quite nice to get the Easter weekend this weekend, because it allowed me to do some bits for the channel that I've been meaning to do for months, just hadn't ever got round to. So that was very nice to have that time, and yeah, help the channel a little bit in terms of its quality and kind of production value. Just make everything just that little bit neater and a little bit better for you guys. So I am very, very grateful for all the support that you guys show, tuning in here, the live stream and interacting with the channel, with the content that I produce.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I'm just very proud of the fact that I can actually not do that.
Lapping validated.
But, you know, entertain you guys, give you some, well, provide some value and help educate you guys in certain areas of racing sims and things like that. So thank you very much for yeah, tuning in and supporting me. It is very much greatly appreciated.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Right, let's see if we can actually get a good lap in here.
Yellow flag
Oh
ahead.
dear.
Be careful.
Right, that's a good run coming off of this corner. Let's go, go, go. Don't want these guys to be coming out of the pits here. This is not good.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Oh, a little bit too wide there. Just a little bit too early on the throttle. Turned in a little bit too early there for the kink as well. That was frustrating. Almost followed him off there. Thanks very much, Chris. Thank you everyone else as well for your kind messages as well. It's quite difficult to read the chat here on this circuit. You don't get much time to look away and read what you guys are saying, so I apologise if I'm not interacting with you quite as much as I would like to be, or as I would usually be. To see Michael S, you're asking various questions about project cars and setups and stuff.
Lapping validated.
Down in the description below is a link to my Discord. If you go on there and whatever issues you're having, pop them in there on my Discord server and I'll be able to get back to you and kind of talk to you in a bit more detail. It's a lot easier to kind of take the conversation there and
Yellow flag in
help you
sector
with your
3.
issues. Likewise with anyone else, links are down in the description to social media channels. Got my Discord server down there. It'd be very much cool to have you come in and join part of the conversation as well. And also, if you're feeling really generous, there is a donation link down there. You feel like giving me a tip or some monies for the content that I do provide, but honestly in these kind of times I'd much rather you either keep the money for yourself or put the money towards different charity, because I'm not a charity. I'm just me. But I'd rather you put it towards a charity or keep it to yourself, as there are other people who need that money, whereas I don't really. It's just kind of there if anyone felt like popping it in. Oh, a little bit too deep there. Yep, there goes all the lap time. Coming up the hill. And then braked way too deep as well. Oh. Yeah, just not concentration and focusing properly at the moment. And obviously absolutely throwing it away.
Session is now over.
Let's go back to the garage. Oh, kind of ruined it myself on that final lap there. Bear me a second. Brady, I believe ACC comes out for consoles in June. I don't think there's a new Assetto Corsa. Not from what I have seen anyway. And no, YouTube is not my full-time job. It's just a, kind of a hobby and a thing that I do on the side. I mean, I'd be very happy if YouTube does become my full-time job. I am kind of trying to work towards that, I guess. But at the moment, no. At the moment, I'm a games designer for Slightly Mad Studios. That's my full-time job. But yeah, this whole content creation and live streaming stuff is a lot of fun. Is that Govan Keeney up in pole position? Ah. Interesting. We've got Godvand in here. Lucky W, I recognise him from AOR. Very quick. He holds her as well. Recognise his name. Just look down through the grid to see if there's anybody else that I recognise. But there is not. Interesting. I don't want the qualifying setup, I want the race setup at the time. I didn't look at the tyre pressures. Got to do that at qualifying, although actually though they're listed there. Which is tell you what, let's reload that again. Oh, pardon me. Okay, I'm fairly happy with all the setup stuff and everything. I do not want to be on tyre set 1 though. I'll change that. Got enough fuel for the race. Don't need to be taking on fuel on board in the pit stop. In fact, I shouldn't be taking fuel on board in the pit stop. Alright. Yeah, I'll leave that as it is. The ride height will change slightly over the course of the race as well. But otherwise, I think we're all good and all set and ready to go. I'm a games designer, Thomas, so do all sorts of various little bits. Project Cars 2 did a lot of the games design documentation for them. I did a few bits on replay cams. Kind of helping out in various other areas as well. Obviously can't talk about current work that I'm doing, but yeah, it involves all sorts of little various different bits and bobs. Oh, I worked on career a fair amount in Project Cars 2 as well, doing a number of the career events, kind of setting those up, dates and testing those, making sure they work and things like that, and the community events, all the community events. Myself and a couple of others came up with, and I basically managed those. So they run each month. I basically kind of load all the events into a database, and then someone else and the guys at Sony and Microsoft then push the data to go for the community events. I handled, excuse me, I handled pretty much all the text in the game. Yeah, so all of like your help text and everything else like that, me and one other person did, and then we got all the translations for them and kind of handled the text database for the game. It's a mix of cool, fun stuff, and then other stuff which is important but also slightly tedious as well. But you get that with pretty much every job. So that's kind of a little bit of an idea as to yeah, what I had been doing on Project Cars 2. Obviously working on other projects as well at the moment, but can't talk about those. All the NDA and everything else like that. Obviously, I want to keep my job. So yeah, can't show anything there. Oh, formation that with warm tyres. Yep, good point. I'll jump into that up in a second. Tell you what, I'll load it one more time. And we did change something, didn't we? That was the pit strategy. Change the tyre set to different tyre set. And we'll go with that. So yeah, thank you for reminding me there, Wolf. Much appreciated. Yeah, Yao, that was quite funny. I think I had like one other person say that as well, thinking that it was actually my rig that it was kind of videoing. No, this is my rig. I've got a plain wooden desk. I've got a monitor there. I'm on a swivelly chair, so I move around all over the place whenever I'm braking and whatnot, which is obviously not great in terms of feel. I need to actually get a proper rig and get myself locked in, but I make it work. But yeah, the that save on iRacing was a little bit ridiculous. Right, let's get ourselves sorted, comfortable. An hour's worth of racing, ready to go. Waiting for the leaders to pull off so I can fire up the engine. Let's get underway. Let's there we go. Set the engine map to 8 as well, just to conserve some fuel, although I don't think I need to do any fuel conservation in this race. I should have more than enough fuel, but I'll do so anyway, just to make sure that we do make it to the end, because although we need to make a pit stop, we are not allowed to put any fuel into the car, so let's sort all that out in. There we go, and those are the tyre pressures that I've got on the car at the moment. I shall try to, Andrex. Imagine stealing an Aston Martin GT3 car. That'll be a pretty difficult one to try and hide. Like, where's he gone? I don't know. If everyone goes quiet, you might hear it off in the distance. These things are pretty damn loud.
Stay double file.
Well, here we go, forming up in a 2x2. I'm actually going to be starting from P5, not P6, because someone disconnected, didn't make it into the session, and that Govan Kini doing Govan things. Trying to start way off ahead. we'll put that into engine map 1. Govan's formed up into the right place now. I need to move further over.
Green line, give it all you got.
There we go. An hour's worth of racing underway. And I got a terrible launch.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
The problem with the turbo cars, they absolutely suck at the green light. As turbos aren't spooled up, so you get quite a bit of turbo lag. I did not want to be clipping that. Not the best of starts. Let's see what we can do. Thanks very much for the well wishes, guys. Pretty difficult circuit to overtake on. Turn 1's the only real spot, and coming up here into the corkscrew if someone's royally screwed up. Oh, there's a few people slow.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
These two guys in front battling away is not good for us. Oh god. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Kind of very much my fault.
Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That was a big whoops. That was very much Ferrari kind of distracted me, and the guy, the Porsche in front went very early on the brakes into that corner, but I should have been a bit more cautious. I'll have none of that, thank you. And again with that curb.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
God damn it. 3 seconds worth of damage. This has not been a good start. Oh dear, right, okay. This is going to make the race very interesting. Second to last position. Yep, very much big Fs everywhere. Braking too late there into the corkscrew. Don't want one of those track warning penalties either at the moment. Save them for later on in the race when we want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. There's a slow car up ahead.
Oh, carnage, it seems.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Wasn't exactly hard to beat. Set a new personal best lap time.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Left him room on the inside. At least we gained and held on to the position, but that was annoying. Andrex, I can't pit early. There's I think a 10-minute pit window. So I kind of have to go through the field until we get to the pit window for making the mandatory pit stop. OST, just seen a Samir link. Or the Samir comment. You're breaking the car, Samir. My little impression there. Let's not try and break the car. Look after it. Let's try and get it to the end. With all the damage that it's got at the moment.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
That's a freebie. Thank you very much for the sub, Forbidden Monkey.
Slow car ahead.
Much appreciated. Another freebie. This was a guy who was in the pit stall next to me.
Gaining on the car ahead in second two. Well done, mate. That's not best.
Oh, I need to stop being Sammy.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Posing right up onto the back of those two guys, and I was feeling fairly confident to try and make a move coming into turn one on one of them, but just absolutely killed my opportunity there with that, although a pair of these guys are being quite slow at the moment. Definitely walking slightly. Really quite unnerving. Still warping.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Thanks very much for the sub, Sarah Timber. Much appreciated. Red. In a number of cases, yes it does. Or at least I think so anyway. Oh god. Oh god.
Some light damage on the front.
Fucking Porsche came flying in behind on the radar, which made me ease off the brakes a little bit more, and the other guy was going slow.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Bro. Right, what are we? 7.5 seconds off the back of the guy in front. P12 still 7.5 seconds. Oh man. Feel the tyres already starting to give up some of their traction. A number of spots. Yep, now down to 6.1. Some time to make up in a couple of places. Ourselves down into the 24s. That's going to be a whole bunch of time gain just there, look. 3 attempts just by nailing that corner and getting a good drive coming off the exit. That could be close to track limits. Miles quicker than the guys in front. Thanks very much for the sub, Arjun Van Oden. Very much appreciated. Getting a decent run through the King, not as good as the last lap though. All rear end getting floated there. Thanks for the sub, Stuart. Much appreciated, my man. Catching the guys in front, which is good. Seems like quite a few of them are actually battling reasonably hard. Seems like there's a big clump of them together. Beat that.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
That was a little bit awkward. But the guy just bounced off the wall and about to rejoin the track, and then a guy parked in the middle of the circuit. Managed to skirt that one though. Right, P10. Working our way through the field. Slowly but surely. Mainly via freebies. Catching these guys here quite nicely. Let's see what we can do about making our way through this trio of cars. A little bit too much of a wiggle there. Oh, there goes Lexus. What's in front? Mercedes. I'm going, Richie. I'm going.
You're gaining on the driver ahead in sector 3.
Oh, clip that turtle on the inside. Don't want to be doing that. At least that one wasn't too bad that time. Oh, Mercedes. He's starting to feel the pressure. He's feeling the pressure.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Right, that's us up into P8. What can we do about the guys in front? Noticed that a few of them are running in the 25s. Maybe a little bit more difficult to actually catch. Hello Luciano, welcome along to the stream, mate. Damage on the car now. 5 seconds! Guessing that's from the hammering of the curbs and whatnot. I don't think I've touched anyone else. Front end washing out a little bit there. Porsche's a little bit deep. Saying don't repair. Could be a good shout.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1. Pit window is open.
Pit window. I'm not going to box this lap. I'm going to stick out and try and continue to build the gap to the guy behind. See if we can nip this guy up in front who's just run a little bit wide coming through the corkscrew. We got the pace over the rest of the guys around us, so no real need to box as of yet. Try and keep the fresh tyres ready for the end of the race. Whoop. Twelve and a half seconds. Oh dear. There's Lucky in the pit lane. Catching K Weaver in front.
There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out. We're at the halfway mark, keep pushing.
Alright, now it's time to pit, I think. Oh, was that pit speed limited there? That I hadn't actually practiced. That could be a slowdown penalty. A slowdown penalty? Stop and go penalty. I bet you it's a stop and go penalty. Ah! And again, perfect with the pit stop. I like this car and its little pit window bit. Yeah, I think there's going to be a stop and go penalty at the end there.
Mandatory stop is not clear. Let's go, 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 go.
Oh, you bastard. I hate the clutch on this car. It's so difficult to launch off the line compared to some of the other cars. The other cars have got like almost like an auto clutch system that engages. And I don't think it does. What? No penalty? Such a slow and awkward pit exit. Wow, okay. So, despite everything that kind of went wrong with that pit stop, like thinking that I'd gone in too hot, I was going to get a stop and go penalty, but then also the whole stalling the car, not launching out the pit box anywhere near as quick as I should have. It's worked out quite well for us. Okay. Initially I was slightly confused as to why Go Banchini was in first place, only 16 seconds up the road and there being no P2, but he's actually he's a lap ahead, he hasn't made his pit stop yet. As indicated by the 1 next to his name. That identifies the fact that he hasn't served his mandatory stop. So we are in P5. 10 seconds. Up to the final spot on the podium, so let's set that as a target. Go for it. Cool, right, let's stick to these 23s. Fives, 24s from the cars in front.
Well
We can keep with these mid-23s, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Now the car's starting to feel really good as well. More rear end of the car really floating around that. Two guys in front, up in their pace. 24s.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
I'm at the mid-23 though. I'm so glad they've put that extra bit of painted tarmac on the outside of the kink there. Makes that corner so much safer and a lot easier to kind of really push through. Second now the pair of them on that lap. Again, another second. Okay, so we're up into P4 now, so the target is now P2. Seeing as the other guys now served this penalty, I think. too much rotation there. Going through that final turn.
You're gaining on the driver ahead in sector 3.
Nope, another second. Yes, battle. Battle hard. Fight each other. Let the hate through. Eh? That was so good. That little impression. Absolutely fell flat on its face. Let the hate flow through you. Come over to the dark side of the Force. To come to York is 065. For he is the chosen one for P2. I didn't see what how much time I took out of them on that previous lap. Too busy doing Sith Lord impressions. Oh, none of that.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 3.
Getting closer. Oh, that's a mistake by P2. Didn't quite get the drive off the corner though. Is he going to fight him? Is he going to try and go back at him? Yes, he is. Oh man, he's so slow at the apex. I need to get past this Ferrari fairly quick because I think the Lexus is going to start pulling away. Certainly seemed like he had the lap pace over the Ferrari.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ascend in the corkscrew. It wasn't a proper full desperate send, but still that one paid off quite nicely. Right. Target locked and acquired. Thanks very much, yo. Little bit too much over rotation at the apex there. Spun up the rear tyres slightly as well. Oh, that's a little bit deep there for that corner. Ferrari's still lurking behind. It's only a second off the back there. That was quite a good final corner, but
Gaining on the driver ahead in sector 3.
need to be closer.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That'll do. Oh, he's there. He is very much there. Oh, he managed to get it slowed down on the apex, cheeky bastard. Cheeky boy. I was expecting him to go a little bit deep in that braking zone. Hence why I moved across and tried to line myself up for the switchback instead. Oh, both of us fighting for traction a little bit. Don't want the warping though. No warping.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
No, no, no! Oh, oh. Oh man, that was unfortunate. Just the slightest of taps. That wasn't really either of our fault either, it was pretty much 50-50. Just a pure racing incident. Now I've got Go Vankini behind me. What sort of lap times is he doing? 22.9. Oh god. Okay. Got fresher tyres than I have as well. Pushing a little bit too hard there.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And that's fourth position lost. Unless Govan makes a mistake, I ain't getting that one back.
There's a car exiting pit lane.
Yeah, that wasn't... That was very much a racing incident. I'm not going to blame him for that one. I went for the move, he gave the room on the inside, he made it very tight, but there was a car width there. It was just unfortunate, there was just the slightest of brushes. Could have been netcode as well. Had to unsettle the car and send it round. braked a little bit too deep there. Missed my braking point by about 10 meters or so, and then I hear the brakes locking up as well. Yeah, Extra, you're more kind of just trying to guide the car through the corner rather than actually driving it through there, because the rear end is just floating around all over the place. I'll tell you the reference points that I use in a second when we get round there. There's a few set of reference points in and around the corner that I aim for to help try and get nice and consistent through there. So obviously to bring the car up to the left hand side and you try and straight line as much as possible, braking just before the 2 marker, pulling the car in, aim for the tree to the left of that marshal. Not the one that the marshal was stood underneath, but the one to the left. Point the car directly at that, and then when you drop down over the other side, you'll avoid taking too much off on the inside and avoid track limits. But you hook up on the apex quite nicely if you do that as well. And obviously, try and keep the wheel going over the crest as straight as possible. And as you may see, I'm kind of getting back hard on the accelerator and also shifting up into second gear, mainly to try and avoid the rear wheels spinning up too much. Obviously they're going to be spinning up anyway because of the lack of weight at the rear dropping down through the corkscrew, but just helps a little bit with the traction. It's not any of the top 3, 4. So again, aiming for that tree left of the marshal. And pretty much no matter how deep into the corner you are, you always come out in the right spot. Really? The leader's that far ahead? I mean, I suppose I've been spinning and crashing and whatnot earlier on in the race. So if Lucky's kept himself completely clean, I believe it's Lucky that's out leading. But yeah, if he's had a clean, flawless race, then yeah, well, I just seen on the relative that Lucky's behind. About 20 seconds behind me. Yeah, Govankini's a very fast driver. He is quick, but he is known for being quite reckless and aggressive at times. He does some very stupid things on streams. He's been banned from multiple leagues, and he's also been banned from iRacing a couple of times as well. And as you may have just noticed, he was actually parked on the left-hand side of the circuit there, so he hasn't actually finished the race yet. He's 4 seconds behind, so he suddenly clocked on that that wasn't the checker flag that was waving, it was actually the white flag, which is used for two things. One, to indicate that it's the final lap of the race, but also two, for slow-moving cars. That are on track, I should add. Just to indicate that to other drivers. So, yeah, Govan has gifted me P4, thankfully.
Alright, the race is over. Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back to the pit.
Oh. Damn. So P4 in the end. That was quite fun. Although too many incidents at the start. I missed the sad face. Yes, thank you very much. That was quite a fun and exciting race, to be fair. What time is it? 25 to 9. Yeah, it was quite a fun and exciting run. Okay, save on this time. We should go through the first few laps, highlighting all my stupidity, and then we may do the next CP race afterwards as well. See if we can get a good result there. So let's watch this start then. I mentioned kind of being off the throttle so much. The turbo cars really suffer at the start in comparison to the naturally aspirated cars, which both the Mercedes and that Porsche 911 are. The Ferrari in front is also turboed. Basically, the turbo is not spooled up, so we're not getting all the power that we want as quickly. We have to basically wait for the turbo to spool. There is a way that you can counteract that, just by putting your foot flat on the accelerator and then basically holding and riding the brake to try and control speed. So that was the first major mistake there, was clipping that turtle curb. But yeah, actually riding the brake and maintaining your speed and keeping it under 60 kilometers an hour is quite difficult. Well, that was a car off on the gravel on the inside there. There was another mistake that I made somewhere along the line. I think it was the final corner. Yeah, so there's a few cars spinning and crashing there. Actually, go back a little bit and see what actually happened with them. Ferrari. Oh, okay. You got well and truly taken out by the Mercedes. Yeah, brake way too late. Bloody hell. Okay. Where have I gone? There I am. So yeah, we managed to nip up the inside of the Ferrari. These guys were kind of slow. I probably could have sent it on that Porsche there. And then the Ferrari, he was slightly, yeah, he was just slightly early on the brakes there. But the that Ferrari that was behind, not that one. Distracted me a little bit. coming into here. Yeah, because he was kind of looking. I glanced at the mirrors just at the wrong point, just as we were coming into the braking zone to see what he was going to be doing. So yeah, that was very much on me, that situation. Fully admit that one. Michael, yes, the race is now done, so if you've only just come back, you have missed the entirety of the race. So yeah, now we drop way down the field, down to E13 it would suggest. And I think my next mistake was hitting the turtle curb on the inside of this right-hander here. Yep. Almost took out the Mercedes. Like clunked with the wall there. Skips through. That one I just got the better drive. Ah, that was that. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Yeah, I wasn't going to send it on the Mercedes here. Too far back. But he ran deep there at the second apex. I got a fairly good drive coming off the exit. Running a really tight line coming in. Yeah, that was very much on him there. So he was quite far off the apex. That was me clipping that curb, I believe. I think we got a better drive off the Bentley here. And went for the move down the inside as he gave the room. That one wasn't too difficult. That was the Porsche that I accidentally clipped earlier on in the race. This guy, I believe. I'll watch it from his perspective because I'm pretty sure he was late on the brakes, which panicked me a little bit coming into the corkscrew, which then caused me to go into the back, the Audi in front. Yeah, he's way too late on the brakes. Look. In fact, he near enough made the corner. Not too late. It just looked like he was really late. But he's come from so far back. At this point, I was very much worried about him coming into the rear end of my car. And then that Audi was so slow at the apex that slow that down. Yeah, the speed difference there was kind of crazy. Happened with him in terms of his driver inputs. A lot of steering lock. Oh, he got caught by the Bentley as well. What happened there with the Bentley? Playback speed. 1 times. Oh, the Bentley just lost it on his own. Oh dear. Oh dear, that was very messy. Right, let's look later on for those moves that I did on these guys. Let's go from here because I believe this is where we went on the Porsche. Man, only 11 people left at this stage? That's a lot of retirees. We started with 22, so we lost half the field. See what happens here. We get the better run and drive coming off that corner in comparison to the Ferrari, where we sent it down the inside. Gave plenty of room there. Allowed me to slip up on in. What is going on with the replay at this point? There we go. Frame rate just absolutely died. This lap. It was this one where I hit the place away from the Lexus momentarily after the corkscrew. Yeah, as you can see, it closed right up on him. Went through there. No, it wasn't that one. Down that inside of that corner there. Let the frame rate recover again. We'll go once more. Replay system really does not like skipping through that quickly. Yeah, so he went defensive, tight, kind of went for the switchback, around the outside, then had the inside here coming into this corner. Oh, I just managed to slip on through. And then he did a pretty good move on me into turn one. Yeah, missed the apex there, which basically put him within firing range. You see, I go defensive. He tries to do the switchback right underneath, sensing that he was going to make contact with me. Moved over to let him on through, but he actually just managed to get it slowed down and parked at the apex. That was a pretty good move by him. I think this is where the contact came between us two. Oh my god, it was the slightest touches, even if that. Look at this. Can't turn the camera around. Barely even a touch. This might be a pretty good view for it. See the damage on the front of the car. Camera does switch. That's good. We should get a good view from here. So he's given me the room. Good. The tiniest of knocks, and because I was still steering, that just rotated the car around. And hello concrete. Oh. Damn, that's a little bit frustrating. But still, fair play to Opong. That was very good driving by him to give me the room there. What time is it now? 8:45. So the next CP race is at 9 o'clock. We'll do that one. Go ahead and do that, but I do need to go to the loo for a comfort break, so I'm just trying to find a half decent point. The replay to let you guys continue watching from. Where should we go from? Well, let's do kind of in and around opening laps. Go from there, and I want helicopter cam if I can get to it. At usual racing speed. There we go. Right. Cool. I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, just a quick comfort break. I'll see you in a sec. Great, easy back. I think the next race is at Laguna Seca as well. Yeah, that's very true, Yao. It's a very tough corner to pass on, but it is possible. Alright. How far did we get? A couple of laps. Didn't really get to see much, I don't think. Time is 10:02, we've got 5 minutes or so. Just go have a look, double check that it is... Yeah, it is at Laguna Seca. So I've got 4.5 minutes to wait for the next one. Do you want me to do another CP race, or shall I join some random servers? What would you guys prefer me to do here? Extra comfort break, toilet break. Go for a piss, or go for a poo, whichever one you need. In my case, former, latter. But yeah, how are you guys all doing? If you've been having a good weekend, are you guys going back to work tomorrow? Or are you is still locked at home because of current situation and everything? Slightly crackly that. Still quite crackly. Does get better. I swear it gets better. It was looking more so. It was looking better when I was practicing. You guys want me to have a look at my rating? So, stats. DP. It has improved. Only by a little bit. Not a huge amount. Peace and these. Oh, leaderboard stuff. Yeah, the special events, I'm guessing. Yeah. So I haven't worked on that at all. I haven't done any of those, but track competence is fairly good. I need to do more laps at Paul Ricard, same with Mastano and Suzuka. Everywhere else I've got 3 stars at the moment. Consistency, pretty good. A lot of that has come from yeah, 5 days, 8 laps. What did I do on that one? That must have been that DP race that I did. I can't see back further, but a lot of the rating would have come from doing the AOR races. A few of you going back to work, working from home. Yeah, I work from home. I have done with my current job since starting back in June, back in June 2016. So I've been working from home for the last coming up to 4 years now. So yeah, this whole pandemic thing hasn't really affected me as such. Still been working away as usual. Safety rating's fairly good. Guessing that's kilometers done. OPWP warning points. Okay. Number of warning points been given to race. That one's pretty good, isn't it? 2 weeks ago, that would have been AOR. A lot of these bigger ones here, like this one, that one, would have been AOR. Although, I find that one slightly amusing, because that probably would have been... No. That have been Spa? That one might have been Spa. No, that one must have been Spa. One of these was Spa, and there was definitely some contact with a couple of people in that race. Not necessarily mine, but yeah. Hello, attack helicopter. Welcome along. Yeah, what do you guys want me to do? CP? Race? Or should I join a random public lobby? Try some racing there. I imagine I could get popped up into a highest. Elo hasn't really gone up much. We can see though. Ooh, that's. That's a lot of invalid laps. A lot of invalid laps. Too many invalid laps. Okay. I was gonna say, what's all these circuits here? I haven't seen these before. They're all the 2018 versions, even though I don't know. Have they model changes between the circuits between then, or they just put them down as 2018 for whatever reason? I mean, I know they run slightly different calendars between the 2018 and 2019 version, but I think it's still the same tracks. Yeah, same circuits, if not more. Yeah, you can see I haven't done too many races on many of them. Nürburgring, 5 races. I don't think I've done 5 races there. I've done, like, hot lap sessions stuff, not races. Work on CP. Still got the focus. I still got the focus. I'm happy to still do it. 3 minutes 20. Still register in time. Is everyone else good for me to do CP races? Let us know if you are, and I'll join this. It's a 45-minute one. 10-minute qualifying. So it will be done by 10 PM UK time. Quite good, that works for me. And this is kind of around about the time where I need to work on my stream a little bit. Like, it'd be pretty cool to have, I don't know, either some like animation stuff going, or some music. Definitely some music. I need to figure out and get some music kind of downloaded and ready to play. Just for these kind of situations, just to kind of fill in the downtime, the more chill moments. Reckon CP races? Let's do a CP race. So we'll register for that. Oh, that sounds good to me. So it'll be a shorter race this time. No pit stops. Be cool. The car will be a little bit lighter. Does anyone remember how much fuel I finished last race? Can I very quick? Right. Come up. Oh, it doesn't come up on the dash. Damn, okay. Fred, the room is actually made of wood. I am in a shed / cabin. Quite a nice cabin. It's from a place called Tywin, I believe. I think it's Tyuin or something like that. But they do wood planked cabins and lodges and stuff, all sorts of various different shapes and sizes. This is 3.5 meters in length by 2.5 meters. The wood is about 44 millimeters thick. It's pretty good stuff. And yeah, I am a cabin dweller. This is my office / gaming room. So it's actual wood. Room is made out of wood rather than just kind of decorated. But Limac, not really. A little bit. Obviously, I'm more conscious of the fact that I'm live streaming rather than just doing a normal race and kind of focusing on the race and then going and change. Your mentality changes a little bit rather than just purely focusing on the race. Right, we're in server 2 this time. Again, I say. Wow, somebody's in the Is that the old Lamborghini? Writer engineering. I don't think it's a Jag. Yeah, it looks like the old Lamborghini. Wow, okay. Impressive. Win2, yes, it does. It works very well. It works very well with a lot of sims. In fact, I like it quite a lot. As you can see, I've only got it set up for moving my head up and down, left and right. I can also, let me just show you here for quickly load it up. Bear with me a moment. Fiddle and TrackIR program up and running. Can turn on all of the various settings. So I'll switch that back to game view, and hopefully this doesn't make you too motion sick. But the way I've got my TrackIR set up is to basically track looking left, looking right, looking up, and looking down. It has a lot more range of motion, so I can tilt my head like that if I wanted to, left and right. This is, stay with me here. Hopefully this isn't too motion inducing. I can also lean left and right as well. In fact, I can lean outside the car. Look at that. Look out the back. Yeah, I can look up and down and kind of extend my view. There's a certain range that I can move within, but I can also like lean forwards and lean back as well. But that must be absolutely horrible for you guys, and it is horrible trying to race under those kind of conditions with the camera moving around that much. So a lot of it I have turned off, and instead just have basically my camera locked in a fixed position, but I can just look left, right, up and down. Because that's all the kind of range of motion that you kind of really need with TrackIR. In flight sims, Elite Dangerous, DCS, War Thunder, and a few others, it's useful to have all that stuff turned on. Yeah, it's a very cool piece of kit and allows you to continue using your mouse, your keyboard, got a joystick, your wheel. You can see all the buttons, you can see the environment around you, rather than then being locked into a VR headset with a monitor or tiny little screen sat like 2 inches from your eyes. So yeah, I've got a nice 35-inch ultra widescreen playing at a nice glorious resolution, and still get the added benefit of being able to look around the cockpit and all that sort of stuff. You can either go on the Natural Point website. You can find it on there. Just search TrackIR 5. You can get it off Amazon as well. Trying to remember how much it is off the top of my head. I think it's somewhere between the region of 130 to 180, 200 odd pounds. Somewhere around there. It's for PC only. It doesn't work on consoles, unfortunately. Way I've got set up is I've got the little monitor up on the screen in front of me, and then I'm using the TrackIR Pro. It does come with another sensor that you have to wear like a baseball cap, and it sits on top of the baseball cap. But yeah, it works a lot better with the TrackIR Pro. The only disadvantage of the TrackIR Pro is you've got another cable kind of in and around your general vicinity. But that's the only other real downside to it. The only other thing, the only one negative of the TrackIR that I've experienced is that where it uses infrared, it doesn't work so great in very bright daylight conditions. So if you've got a lot of windows in your room that allows a lot of direct sunlight into the room, it can play havoc with that. So you'll need to either put up like blankets over the windows or close curtains or blinds or whatever. It's an issue that I only discovered when I moved into this cabin here in my old bedroom where I used to use the TrackIR. It wasn't an issue because there was a window there, but it wasn't a big window. It was quite a small room, and the only direct sunlight it had was in the early mornings, as it was a easterly facing garden. And I was at the back of the house. Yeah, it didn't really affect the TrackIR there. However, here in the cabin, I have to put blankets up over the window, which I've got here. Just next to me, I've got a window just behind my monitors there as well, and then I've got a set of double doors. I have to put blankets over that. That's only when it's properly bright and sunny. Barcello, yes, it does. It works on all the racing sims that I've tried so far. I don't think it's not worked on a single one. But Win2, get yours out and keep using it as well. It's good with ultra wides. It'll be good with triples as well. And Lee Mac, I want to give Tobii eye tracking a go just to see what it's like and kind of compare it to the TrackIR. See what the differences are. I think the TrackIR will be better. I think it will be a little bit weird controlling the camera looking around with your eyes, because the fantastic thing about this is I can look around at any point on the screen and keep my head still, and the camera will be still, whereas if I say want to glance down at, say, the speedometer down in the bottom right and have a look at like what traction control settings I've got down there, or like the ABS settings or whatever, if I'm doing that with the Tobii eye tracker and it's tracking my eyes and I'm looking down trying to read that information, the camera's going to be moving around all over the place. I know you can adjust settings and things like that, but that's kind of my only real reservation of it. But then again, I could be wrong. It could be absolutely brilliant and doesn't really have those issues. We shall see. One thing that I would love to do is have the TrackIR set up, but also with the Tobii eye tracking, and then put on the stream where my eyes are looking. That would be one thing that I would really like to do. So that would be very cool for you guys, I think. Just to see whereabouts in corners I'm looking, how far down the road, and stuff like that. And it'll obviously be great help / tutorial video for you guys to see as well, with just how I'm kind of looking around the environment, what kind of reference points I'm using and stuff like that. It's always interesting watching the eye movements and eye tracking of a professional racing driver. Obviously I'm not one, but I try to look up the road as much as I possibly can, and I like to think I'm pretty good at avoiding crashes and contact and avoiding that stuff. It's mainly because I look through cars a little bit more than some other people do. So for those kind of situations, having like the eye tracker that shows up on screen, I think would be really cool and add a really nice element for you guys as well. So Tobii eye tracking, if you are ever watching this, feel free to get in contact with me. So 10.4 litres at the end of the race. Cool. What did I put it on at the end? The amount of fuel that I put in, was it 100 litres? I think it was. It'll be in the setup, which I'll have a look at in a second for this race. I can do a quick fuel calculation to figure out how much I'll need for the 45-minute race. See what we can do with qualifying here this time round. Obviously, that's not ideal.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Right. Let's actually go and get a decent lap time set in this time.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Guessing he's talking about the one a bit further through the corner than this Aston Martin that's here directly in front of me. Oh, that warping.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Need to find myself a bit of clear air. To be behind this guy. Try and give myself as much room as possible. Right. To try and get
Yellow flag,
natural lap in this time. 2 laps that I've done so far have both been invalidated. Which ain't good.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Welcome back, yo. Got quite a few people in the stream as well. 118, 117. It's very cool to have you all here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. I think this is probably the highest number of people that I've had in a live stream outside of a 24-hour race. So thanks very much. Wow, 120. Going up. Yeah, if you've been enjoying the live stream so far, feel free to give it a like. That would be very much appreciated. Get that 23. I want to try and get a 22 in qualifying. I think it'll be easily possible with the fuel load. It's 24. Turn to garage. Set up. Go on set. Tires. Change. Get back out on track. Find the space. Do a better lap. Oh, we're putting all the cards on the table. Just for one last lap. drone, I am using TrackIR 5. So it's tracking my head movements. This little sensor here on the side of my headset, and it's controlling the camera in game. So that is how I am moving the screen around. Oh, there is a McLaren in here. There's another Aston Martin as well.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Cut detected. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
There's quite a bit of space here, which is quite nice. But there's a bit more space behind Jay Collette as well. I think I might use that from a qualifying lap. A little bit deep there. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we'll let that guy go through. Go, go, go. I was hoping for more room than that. It was really quite slow on the exit of the final turn. You do it 125. Quite shy of the apex there. Could be an improvement.
Session is now over.
P4, but could have been better. Never mind. J273. Length of races. You talking about safety rating and things like that? Safety rating doesn't really come into too much into play. It does a little bit. The longer the race, the more opportunity you have to be kind of running closer to other people. As people's mentality does shift a lot in those kind of races, in the short sprint races. People are pushing a lot harder. Whereas obviously in longer races, everyone's thinking about the long game, right? Both that. So you said finish with 10.4 litres at the end, so 94 to start with. Quick bit of fuel calculation. 7.5 out. Okay. 84. Again. Laps. 5. How many litres of fuel? So, go 74. Conservative there. I set 20. Everything there is all good. Right, I believe we are all set. I'm ready for the race. That's cool. Right. Just going to quickly close the window up here. Starting to get a little chilly. And then we'll get ourselves comfy, ready for the race. Oh dear. Oh, get loosey goosey. Do a nice little dance. Better. There we go. Oh. Yep, just trying to get myself comfy. Sorry about that. Moving around all over the place. Oh, pit cam. Yeah, actually, yeah. I just realised that moving the window that very much would have had you looking straight down the sleeve of the top, right at the old armpits. Lovely jubbly. Force feedback settings. Plenty of time. This is what I'm running. It feels fairly good. I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but we'll see. Minimum force is down nice and low. I know that's meant to be between 5 and 12 if you've got quite an old Logitech wheel, so like G25 or G27. Probably the newer G29, you could probably run that a similar sort of setting for the Thrustmaster wheels, which generally tends to be between 0 and 5, depending on the wheel. I've got it set to 3, just kind of finger in the air sort of guesstimate, and it feels alright. Those are the settings that I'm running. It's quite a long break here between these qualifying sessions and the actual race. Ah, Weedy, he was in the session last time. I think he Porsche that I killed. One of the Porsches that I killed, so hopefully I won't do that this time round. Does the TrackIR cause any nausea? No. It feels a little bit weird and a little bit different when you first get it. And it takes a little bit of time getting used to, but within a week or two, it was alright. I get quite heavily motion sick from VR. I can still only do like 15-20 minutes before I still feel really nauseous, but I can use TrackIR perfectly fine without any issue at all. So, yeah, TrackIR perfectly fine. It doesn't affect performance either. So I don't see any drops in frame rate from running TrackIR. Obviously, it's one additional program running in the background, so it takes up a little bit of RAM there. The only difference that it's going to have in terms of impacting performance is obviously when you're looking through in corners and moving it around. It's obviously drawing other objects there, but it's no real difference. Say if I look over in that direction, it obviously renders everything off over in that direction, but it's no different than me coming through this corner here. There's no additional performance or anything. It's basically just renders what you see here on screen. So yeah, there's no performance impact or anything for it, which is good because my PC struggles with VR. a little bit, and yeah, also get nauseous as well, but have neither of those two issues using TrackIR. So it is a fantastic piece of kit, considering you can pick it up for up to £200 and still use all the equipment and everything on your desk with it. No additional plugin. You just download the program that it has. You just set up the profile so you can put up all your own sensitivity settings and like dead zones and things like that. So if you wanted to, you can have like a dead zone until you turn say 10-15 degrees, and then the camera will start to move for you. It's quite a versatile piece of software, pretty easy to use as well, and you can share profiles between various different people. So for instance, if you were to purchase the TrackIR, I can give you my TrackIR profiles and you can use that for yourself. So people who have been using it for a long time, well established with the software and stuff, can kind of do half the work for you in a way. Kind of people's own preference though as to what kind of settings they do actually like. But Johan and Komar, thank you very much for the subs there as well, very much appreciated. Just getting ready now with this 45-minute race. Tyres and brakes are quite cold this time round. Haven't really done much in the way of tyre or brake warming. Okay. Get it set to
give it all you can.
Get to the right sort of speed. That was a better launch this time round. Trying to utilise the trick to keep the turbo spooled up quite nicely.
Clear on the right.
Oh god, oh god, oh
Car
god,
on the right.
oh god.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
How the hell did we survive those first few corners? That was mad.
Car on the right.
Oh, big curb.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, not the best of starts. But we survived, that was the main thing.
Car on the left.
My
Clear
god,
on the
what the
left.
hell was that? That was just saw in the rearview mirror. I think that was a ballistic missile that just came in and killed a couple of people. Alright, let's see what we can do about these guys in front. Stick lift. Look down in the description below. You'll see a link to my Discord. Join that after the race. Tell me that you're having TrackIR problems, and I shall tell you how to sort those and get those working in ACC. It's a lot easier, kind of do those kind of things in Discord than doing it in stream here, whilst also trying to drive as well.
Clear on the left.
So yeah, join the Discord. Just mention that you need my settings, and I'll send them over. I'll probably do it tomorrow morning, as I'll have more time, and I'll be heading off to bed after this race. But yeah, I'll be able to help you out with that. And likewise for anyone else having issues with, say, wheels or want help with setups, feel free to join the Discord, answer your questions there, and hopefully either myself or other people there can help you out with the issues and rectify them, help you out with the setups. Let's build a nice community of people who want to help each other, have some healthy competition going as well. But yeah, it'd be very cool to have you come in and join us for the conversation. It also allows me to talk to you guys a fair bit easier as well. Obviously, whilst I'm talking to you in chat, it's not always necessarily a full two-way or multi-way conversation. As there are some points where I've got to be watching this, focusing.
Well done, mate. Your fastest step so far.
Try and settle into a bit more of a rhythm. Oh, bye-bye, Lexus. That's a freebie. Back up into P4, which is good. Jerome, I'm from the UK. I'm down on the south coast. But not anywhere near York, if that is what you were thinking. There's quite a few people when they see my name quite often ask that question. Yeah, feeling pretty good at the moment. Holding pace with the leaders, which is quite nice. My only worry is the tyres. There's no pit stops in this race, so making them last the full 45 minutes is going to be pretty crucial. Trying to look after them a little bit more if I can. Fronts I'm not too worried about, it's mainly the rears. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. not need that.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, we like our sheds over here. Man, oh man, BMWs are quick in the straight line.
Slow car ahead. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I'll take that. Couple of positions gained. That's quite good.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
You're welcome, Drinking Bus. Glad the video was useful. Hopefully the rest of the Insider's Guide series was helpful to you as well. You've watched any more of the episodes. And yeah, the I don't use Motec. I use the Racing Sim Tools software. But looking at all that analysis stuff is very, very useful. You may have seen the main account actually for Racing Sim Tools in the chat earlier on. Don't know if he's still there. RST? Or Xerax, you there? Oh dear, there goes the Ferrari. Right, 30 seconds. 7 seconds up the road is the race leader. Did not want that. What are they doing? 24.9, 25.0? Okay. I can catch them. Actually, I did a 24.9 with a mistake.
There's a slow car up ahead. Slow car ahead. Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3. Well done, mate. Russell best.
Catching the race leaders. Which is good. Slowly but surely though. this is not really a situation that I want to be in. Tucked up right behind P2 with P1 running in clear air. And also the BMW of Marshall hunting us down as well from behind. He's been very quick the last few laps. That Porsche's got crazy good traction coming off the final turn as well. Oh man, that thing just takes off. I don't really have an answer for it coming off the corners. That's what I need.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
Oh, I needed to make that move. Right, 6.5 seconds. Do this. Let's get that race leader.
Fastest lap on the race.
24-0.
Great job, man. Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job. Yellow flag. Be careful there.
Wrong way. Ah, you bastards. Man, that's frustrating. Tiniest little mistake there.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Yeah, Jordan, you both ruined it. Oh man, I can't believe I did that as well. Literally 4 seconds off the back of P1. Just threw it away. Thanks very much, Natha. Sorry, absolutely butchered your name there. Thanks very much, Natha Habit. Hope I got that right. Very much appreciate the subscription. And I apologise for butchering your name. I'm absolutely terrible at pronouncing names. Yeah, fourth ain't bad, but it's not second. And it's not first either. Could have been in with a chance of the win. Thank you very much, Alwyn Mellon. Much appreciated for the subscription there to the channel. Indeed, there is still time.
Well done, mate. Good lap.
There's that elusive 23.8. Or elusive 23, shall I say. Finally got it here in this race. Shouldn't have made the first bit of counter steer there. And I'm really liking the Aston. I wanted to run it originally. It's the first car that I tried out here in ACC. And got on with it straight from the off. But
There's a slow car up ahead.
I wanted to be teammates with Dan Suzuki for the AOR League, which is why I took the Audi, as he was favouring the mid-engine cars. So I went with that. And then I went with the Merc because it's naturally aspirated. And I know this car's turbocharged and I wasn't quite used to having to deal with the turbo lag. I kind of like a bit more of a linear power delivery. So I picked the Merc just to play a little bit safer. I think I might run Aston next season, especially if Monza's not on the calendar. much flashed heat of the tyres there. Yeah, Lucas, I'm catching him. The lead is still 11.5 seconds up the road. Seem to be really struggling in that braking zone now as well. Switch the ABS. One more setting. It's difficult. The BMW is very quick in a straight line, but the Porsche is has been struggling through the corkscrew and the corners afterwards. But it's really strong in the traction zones. We've got two quite difficult cars to overtake here. Yeah, catching them is one thing, but passing is another.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
I mean, just look at the straight line speed of that BMW.
the right.
Descend. I needed to make that happen.
Slow car ahead.
There's the race leader. Here comes that bloody BMW.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
What is going on there?
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, it's getting tense now. Last 2 minutes.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1.
Last lap.
Right, man. The leader is on the final lap. Give me the final.
Last lap.
Excellent job, man. P2. Well managed.
Man.
Bring it back home safely.
What a move that was at the end. Oh, one more lap. Give me one more lap. We could have had the race leader. God damn. Oh. Jesus. Whew. That was good. That was good. That was good. Oh. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to switch. Yeah, shaking slightly after that. Oh, alright, let's take a look. Replay. Save. There we go. Oh. Yeah, the Porsche did well in his defence. It was good. I knew he was going to block the inside line going into that penultimate turn as well. There's the race start. You can see holding the brakes, trying to get that turbo spooled. There's a bit of a manic first turn. Yeah, there you go. Contact between that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, contact between the Mercedes and Audi. Back a position. Just about managed to avoid that curb there. Just as a move on the Lexus. Oh, that curb almost killed me and put me into the side of him. That's what I want, that's what I want to look at. Right, this guy. This guy. Let's see what happened here. Told you there was a torpedo in there somewhere. What with that BMW? That BMW's done really well to get back up through the field. Oh, dearie me. Oh dear. That was not a good few corners for that Aston Martin. When did we get the looks? Coming through here, I think and he went wide somewhere along the line. Yes, he did. Exit the penultimate turn. Remembering. Oh yeah, he caught that sausage curb. Turtle on the inside. As that's past him. I made that mistake. The Ferrari made a mistake if I remember correctly. Oh, that's through. This is one of the times that I went for a move. far back. But there was a send some. Oh dear, that absolutely kills the frame rate. Skipping through the replay like that. Where are you, move? Here it is. Yeah, so kind of fake the move going into the corkscrew and M deep. Get the shorter run through the corner, but better drive off. Went for the send down the inside. He learnt from that one. Yeah, 3 seconds to the race leader. That's frustrating. Nonetheless, what a race it turned out to be towards the end. Ah, that was it there. That was it there. Sorry. I'll skip through the replay real quick. So this was the move on the BMW. Had to go for a bit of a send. So quick in a straight line. Ran out wide, which was my opportunity. As soon as I saw that, I was like, right, I'm doing it. Gave that one up fairly easy, I think. Then it was the hunt. Going on. Where was it? In one of the laps. Yeah, here. Here you go. Yeah, things got a little bit crazy. Start finish straight. Yeah, so it's the back marker of the Lexus. Went to the inside and then switched across to the outside. I was defending from the BMW behind. Well, I was so far over to the left. I knew he was going to come try and go for the move down the inside. I managed to cover that one off. I might just let it play out from here because it was quite interesting from that point onwards. Main of the race. Yeah, I think he just recognised that I was quicker than him, trying to hunt for the lead. I think he basically just mitigated the risk. Here was the half move on the Porsche. Sent him a little bit deep. And went for the move on the inside, but he managed to hold it around the outside. Kept good speed and momentum there. Very well defended that position through that corner. If I had got him there, I probably could have got the race leader by the end. Thanks very much, Alice. Yeah, that spin was very much on me. My own doing. There we go, really close to the Porsche. Pinched slightly as well. Bit of a look there, but really going to make the move. I was more just presenting myself in his mirrors. See if I can force him into a mistake. I think this was the final lap. Almost. Absolutely nailed that corner. Couldn't have been tighter to the apex. Couldn't have used any more room on the runoff. Likewise with that one. Nailed them both. A little bit of oversteer mid-corner. I was trying so desperately to nail that kink there to really get the drive up the hill. I saw that the Porsche was braking a little bit early each time coming into the corkscrew here. So I knew that if I could absolutely nail the run up there, I'd be alright. And this is where I was setting myself up for the move around the outside, I believe. Yep, he defended the inside. Went for it. Oh my god, that was very, very close. It was just a case of defending it into the final corner. He gave plenty of room. Good, respectable racing. We get it there at the end. How close was this? Angle. Oh, he caught the sausage curve on the inside, that's why. That's a little bit close. How well this works. Oh, let me go into free cam. Nope. Oh, let me go into the free camera for some reason. With that. How cool is that camera angle? I need to do that on my car. That is so cool. Find another good angle to do it on. Can't do it on there. Never mind. Let's watch it from this angle anyway. man, that was so close. Oh, that was satisfying either way. Getting P2 at the end there. That was really, really cool. Really, really cool. Nice way to end the stream as well. So, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Yeah, very much enjoyed this evening. Live streaming for you guys was an awful lot of fun. Hopefully I shall see you again sometime soon. I've got a video coming out tomorrow, so if you're not already subscribed, subscribe now, and yeah, if you hit the bell notification, you'll be notified when that video comes out tomorrow. Should be kind of midday-ish, I would have hoped. Thank you very much, Danielle, for the subscription. Just seen that pop up there for you, so very much appreciated. But yeah, that's it going to be for this evening. So thank you very much. Look after yourselves. Have fun. Until the next time, stay safe and take care.